flying out. Snarf, snarf.
This is the kind of shit we have pre-recording. Anyway.
Only quality.
Only quality. Anyway, welcome back to Phoenix Wright, passive-aggressive attorney. I have no idea where we are.
I eat the jellified blood of my enemies.
So
You do that, buddy.
we were just after the trial. February 23rd,
Hooray!
11:56 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 2.
Let's put that down. There we go. Mr. Wright?
Huh? Oh, what? Sorry, I was daydreaming.
Are trials always like this with you? Like
No, they're
several
much
weeks
worse.
long? Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake, about to reach the surface?
And Matt's never available to record.
Ah, yes. I remember being available once. Never again. But no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there.
Well, we can't paddle if we're up shit creek without said paddle. Pretty much. Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway?
She died of boredom. That's my line. Her ghost was called to the judge's chambers.
Probably something to do with that piece of cloth.
Piece of cloth? So this is where we turn that trial around, right? Our only weapon is a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth.
I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Hola, partner. Because we don't have a rhyme to do.
It's McCree.
They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper.
I think
That's
that's
what
proven to not be true.
That's what they told me. It's the gesture that pisses off bulls, not the color. That's what they told me when I was a young'un, at least.
Officer Marshall, you're a liar.
Thought I'd come take a look and see how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They've got the place locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. What is going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example.
Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf.
You don't say. Now that just beat all.
Why do you have a knife?
I was surprised he was able to take that into a courthouse, which is funny.
I know, right?
They have like metal
And
detectors
alcohol.
for that. I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler.
What?
At the awards ceremony that afternoon, Edgeworth seen it too, I reckon. What does that even mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf.
So, Miss Starr wasn't mistaken?
Well, it's about time. Remember, partner,
Dusty trail.
sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns, and sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will.
I'm gonna
will
go rest
tell.
myself.
I have a bad feeling about this guy's Texan accent.
So,
I'm surprised he
what
really
are we
wants to
swimming
pick a
in
knife and
now?
alcohol in here.
What are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright?
Bullshit. If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh-wee. Well, back in the courtroom we go.
That was interesting. Rata.
Wait. How's... Oh, yeah.
Who is this old man? I've never seen him before in my life.
I forget what I gave this. I'd like to resume.
What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution.
Oh god!
He's got the scary eyes again.
There's something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth. Do you need
Yes.
to use the restroom?
My high score in Gradius has just been beaten.
Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets.
He just got back to Edgeworth and he's just like
Furrowed
looking at a
brow,
Yu-Gi-Oh
those
card.
grinding teeth, those watery eyes. That smell. The more you learn from focus, you're doubled over.
It can't be. This can't happen.
I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth.
Something fucking happened, alright.
Diarrhea.
Diarrhea. Well then, I believe it's time we continue on with this trial. Seriously, what's that smell? Doing everything like...
This is unacceptable! I auto-skipped the line, by the way, if it wasn't my fault. I didn't even touch the keyboard.
The prosecutor is quite beside himself.
I don't even know who it is. Excuse me, knock.
Huh?
Who's there?
Oh! This is yours,
Who the
Matt.
fuck are you?
Alright. I don't...
A strange stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom.
Hey! The temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in.
Who on earth is he?
I am your daddy. Oh, it's you.
He just does nothing for like ages.
Sure is. No, oh. Sorry I'm late, RG. The roads were packed, it's just me. Long time no see, eh, RG? How you been? Swim much these days?
Oh, hello, no, I've been
It
so
is I,
busy.
the sun. Busy snizzy, RG, my boy. You have to make time to relax.
Yes, indeed.
Udgy seems to be a nickname for the judge.
Mm.
Weird.
I like this guy already. I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but, who are you?
Ah, sorry, I had something in my throat. So, you're... Fuck you. So, you're Righto, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son.
Yeah, thanks?
So sorry about our little worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly! Ah,
A little worthy?
yes, Woolworths. I shut it down.
Mr. Wright! You don't know the district chief of police?
Chief of police?
He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district.
Sup?
Blink. He's got such a face of whelp.
Name's Gant. Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone.
I feel like it's that guy from that one fucking show with the big ass sword.
It's me, Cloud Strife. Right?
So, what to do? What do we do with this honor today? It's been over 2 years since this came to this courtroom, hasn't it?
Well, it's worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this.
Hey, that's...
My sister's muffler.
So Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler.
But to think it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. Weird. Oh, on Little Worthy's car, no less. Blink. It's really quite embarrassing, even for us.
What,
I don't
what's
know.
this?
It's what you would call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. Rata.
Objection! Chief, what kind of outfit are you running?
A fabulous one!
Mr. Edgeworth?
How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job?
Now wait a minute, Worthy.
I've no desire to hear your excuses.
I'm telling you to wait. Blink. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document where it says person in charge of investigation. Robot noise. There's no mistaking that signature, Miles Edgeworth. What?
It's a plus thing he signed. That's no fair. The day of the crime, I had...
Your head was in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. Look at my lightning bolt hair. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology.
What? Are you serious?
Don't be too upset. We both know you can't write, but I'll get you a computer. It'll be a fine way to clean up that mess you made. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words.
I mean, he's getting his ass handed to him by an old man with pink glasses.
Who wouldn't?
It's kind of major bunchers unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth.
God.
The court accepts this new evidence. But I'd like to ask a defensive favor first.
Yes? Does it mean... Is it flipping Edgeworth off?
It's a blowjob!
Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at this the blade of this knife.
The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not.
Could you open it up for me, I wonder? I'll play with it.
Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch and...
Look at my finger, Mr. Wright. I won't be able to pound my gavel anymore. It's so sexual.
Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore.
Come on, just hurry up and open it!
Ah, fine.
Opens it close to his chest, stabbed.
Alright, let's take a look here.
What's the note? Just evidence? Notes? There's a small tag on this knife.
It seems to say SL92.
What is it? What does that mean?
Well, fuck if I know. I've heard something similar. Deal 6 of Deal 6 incident fame.
But it's strange.
Huh? What is?
He has pink glasses, I have... No, wait. I'm not certain, but I get the feeling I've seen this somewhere before. Letters like this, or letters that looked a lot like this, somehow.
Well, I need to examine this area.
Ah! Don't scare me like that!
I'm the one who's scared!
You're gonna fucking
Look at this knife blade.
The fucking
The tip is...
on it?
No! The tip is broken off.
And this dark red stain. Blood?
Jam!
Jelly. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself.
Oh.
I'm truly sorry, but I could ask you to testify for us. About the split between the prosecutors and the police and this knife.
Ah, sure, why not? Not a problem, not even a little one, really.
He's a very jolly man.
Oh my god, Rob.
This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department scene. What a mess! The time of the crime? 5:15 a.m., p.m., who's to say? Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this case, so I can't talk much about it.
There was a murder at the police department. A detective?
That's hush-hush information, Audrey. We haven't exactly announced it yet.
Objection! Well, wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Rata.
Order. Schnitzel.
Anyway, we at the department were all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay?
I think we understand the police department situation. Mr. Wright?
I ain't understanding shit. 2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places.
The chances of that happening are really slim. Scientifically speaking, of course.
I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness.
Very well, however...
Alright, sure. As soon as I figure out what button I was pressing.
Keep your questions focused on the case at hand.
I feel like that's a warning.
It fucking is.
Alright, let's see... Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. Let's press. This knife was found on the scene of our crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you?
See, there's a lot of things that go on at the department that I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Rido. Maybe there's something about the knife that will give us a clue. Let's examine that knife while we can, Rido.
The evidence that links this knife to Detective Goodman. I think perhaps the pieces are falling into place. I should try presenting the piece of evidence that has me stumped all this time. So how are things down at the department?
Bad!
So I have to present evidence to this statement? I believe it's this one. Objection! Wait a second!
Ah, at last, an honest-to-goodness objection!
This knife...
Feels like it's been months.
This has to have something to do with Detective Goodman.
What do you mean?
Aha, an honest-to-goodness, what do you mean from the judge? This is great!
Almost like he's watching a video game.
I am!
Look at that tag on this knife. Sorry! That caught me off guard.
Gant sees all.
Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92.
This is important. Why?
Over here we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. Very shitty memo.
What's this?
Ooh.
Ooh woo.
6 minus 7 is 12. 2?
Your Honor, it's upside down.
Upside.
The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around and what do you get?
Oh, fucking numbers, my only weakness.
Oh no, numbers.
I summon number SL9.
When he wrote this note, he was holding the paper upside down.
SL. It's the same thing that was written on the knife's tag. Oh, God, it's like you just mentioned.
Rada.
Order. Well, Chief.
Alright.
Huh? Ah, well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Rido. Congratulations.
I When? Ah. What game is this guy playing?
Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney.
What? It just went back to the
Yep.
No, it changed the first one.
Okay. That's slightly weird. We might as well press the first one. So this knife was stolen?
Yes, but on the day of the murder.
It was evidence, you say. Was it in fact a murder weapon?
Nice, nice, nice. Good show, Little Worthy. It was a murder weapon, as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved.
So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder, and it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car.
Hard to think there isn't a connection there.
Okay, evidence in the case stolen from the department center room. I don't have anything to contradict that.
Did you... now that we've linked it to the thing, can we press the part where he says, I can't talk about it?
Oh, okay, so...
Yeah, that one.
Press.
'Cause it's...
How can you say there's no connection?
How? Because I'm the chief of police. Bitches.
Priority, bitch!
I can't just say anything I please, righto. You understand.
Try to understand, Righto.
Well, if you can prove there is a connection, more power to you. But maybe there is something that ties the two murders together. Like that piece of paper you just showed 5 minutes ago.
Whatever it is, I better find it and get to the bottom of this. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15. One at the prosecutor's office and one at the police department.
I'm sorry, can I just... You just think 5-teen? Did you just say that?
I said 5:15, but okay. And one at the police department. That can't be a coincidence.
And that knife. It's a knife. What was it doing there?
I better check this knife out. What?
Can you examine the knife?
I can, as soon as I remember to go to my court record.
I can, but why?
What am I looking for?
Turn it about. Like, just look at it, see if there's anything. I mean, there's a smudge on one part of it in the corner. Maybe that's a fingerprint.
That smudge doesn't come up with anything. Other than the fact that
you
it's
look really
also,
hard. Blah 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 blah. Blah.
Oh yeah, of
Blah, blah,
course.
Blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah.
What case is this? Turnabout what?
Rise of the
Turnabout
Ashes. I'm gonna see if I can find the contradiction before you find it on Google. Let's take a look.
And look at the other knife there.
It's not officially linked to this case. That was a bad day for the department.
So we had a bad day. We're taking one down in this case too, and then we sang a sad song just to turn it around.
Okay, so it's the stolen from the department's evidence, which means that it's not officially linked, but the victim's note now disproves that? No, it doesn't. Your Honor, what do you think about the witness's statement? Your Honor is
Sure, I follow.
It clearly contradicts the. I thought.
You fucked up, Sonny Jim. Objection overruled, bitch.
I don't think that won me any points with the judge. So that.
Look at these. You said that like John Mulaney says anything. She's like, look at these curvy letters.
I'm gonna press this. I think I can find something. On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department.
That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Dudgy?
But a loss for
I'm at
birds.
a loss for words.
You're at a loss for birds?
And the perpetrator, do you have a suspect?
Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact.
Just arrested? That was quick.
But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help out, Wright.
I
didn't call you
suppose
by the
I
nickname that time.
could
Weird.
help, if you help me by giving me data on your case.
Oh, good one. This kid's sharp. Like a knife. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only.
Where the victim was
And
found...
use that save scum.
Alright, so I've got where the victim was found, how the victim was killed, and when the victim died. We already know when the victim died. It was 5:15. How the victim was killed...
He was found in the police department.
Right, so we only need to know how the victim was killed. Well, how was the detective killed?
How was he killed? Now that's the interesting part. It was what we were in the force call a stabbing. With air quotation marks. With a knife!
Knife? I've never heard of
Yes,
this.
you've never heard of one?
That's exactly the same as Detective Goodman.
That's the spirit we're cooking now. Man, I'm really happy about two of my detectives getting fucking stabbed. But you know, that's not the only thing that was exactly the same.
His face looks so solemn. What do you mean?
There were more similarities between the two cases than the cause of death.
2 cases than the cause of death. Okay, I've got to see this.
One was in a car, the other was also in a car.
Inside the evidence room.
Yep.
It seems like I'm gonna have to press this a bit harder. Okay. Okay, so I didn't get any information whatsoever.
Well, we know more stuff now.
I'm gonna press this again. I'm gonna skim through this.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Right. God damn game.
Blah, blah, blah.
Right. Where the victim was found. So tell me, where was the victim found?
Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found. But I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department.
The evidence room? Well, wait a second. I have heard of that.
The evidence room? Didn't he mention it just in his testimony just now?
Okay.
I said this before.
There's the connection between the 2 cases.
You seem happy, Mr. Wright.
Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. I love his reaction. With the link between the 2 cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gant to
talking about trades.
Now we can get Gant to testify about the details. Not officially linked. Not officially linked. Not officially linked. That testimony is bullshit. Oh wait, that's not it.
That's the wrong one. Blah, 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 blah.
I need to press it. I don't need to object to it.
You fucking idiot.
Mr. Wright, please take the facts over for Megan, because you little bitch.
I'm going to destroy another one of your exclamation marks.
Alright, let's see. Chief, the defense's position is simply this. The connection between these 2 cases has already been proven.
Huh? You don't say. Well, out with it, righto. What's your connection? Judge?
The judge is mute.
Just sitting there?
Is that what it, Mr. Wright?
The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had written down the numbers on the knife's evidence tag. And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room.
Indeed. There do seem to be many connections for it to be a coincidence.
Blink.
Blink.
I like this old man.
Blink. You two make a good pair.
Oh,
It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here.
Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department.
See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all.
Can we get the information unofficially?
Sure, why not? It's unofficial, after all. But you know, can't be used as evidence.
What? Really?
Who would have guessed? That's actually new. I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay?
I'll find out the name of the fucking victim. Give it to me. If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything?
Ah, well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do it properly.
Oh well, guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. Oh yes, victim's ID number! Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number?
Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that.
Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all.
We keep a tight lid on our ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is 2 584-2189.
Oh, that's quite long.
See, guy just dropped his pants for those just tuning in now.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure the judge doesn't wear anything under that gown.
I don't. I'm fucking embarrassed in this chair.
Well, we'll figure out what else is quite long next time on Phoenix Wright, passive-aggressive attorney.
What?